official, or you guys just gonna
Already announced it.
you already announced it? Oh, bet.
Okay. All right. So DE, what you said, the issue with with what you said is that what's his name? Fucking was it Saturn or Vegapunk who said the line?
It was Saturn.
Saturn says he can't do this anymore. You know what anymore means?
Yes.
Yeah, anymore implies he was able to do it before, but not right now. And right now, Kizaru isn't fighting Luffy. So how are we going to use the scan to say that Kizaru was mental nerfed against Luffy?
Because him not being able to do it in that instance means that he was nerfed to begin with, and then he became more nerfed to the point where he couldn't continue.
That's not what anymore means.
He says he cannot take it anymore.
Yeah, what do you think it is referring to in this case? It is the assassinating Vegapunk, right? And if he can't withstand that mental load anymore, then that means right now he can't withstand it. But earlier he could. So where does the mental nerve from?
Well, any more
matter? It doesn't matter if he has emotional ties with Vegapunk. If he can't take it anymore, then that means he literally just started getting mental nerve.
No. What this means is that he can't do it right there.
Okay, yeah, right there. But you were saying that he was mental nerfed against Luffy. Right there, he isn't fighting Luffy. He's fighting Frankie.
He was mentally nerfed the entire time, right?
Well, okay, what's the entire time? Define it. Clear in point.
But no, what I mean is, when Saturn says he can't do it anymore, he's saying he's reached a point where he can't do it. Is that simple?
Yeah, you know what reached means in this context? That means he had to traverse there. That means earlier
he has traversed
up until now he reached the point where he can't. You're not defeating my argument.
Well, exactly. Well, that does defeat your argument.
You started off claiming that Kizaru was mental nerfed against Luffy, and right now in 1094 he's not fighting Luffy.
That is what I'm saying now.
So you're switching up the topic. So I'm guessing you concede.
No, that's my position.
No, your position was something else earlier. I said let's VC about this in reference to whether Kizaru was nerfed against Luffy.
What you are saying is my position. I'm saying that Kizaru was mentally nerfed, but then he reaches a stage where he can't act anymore.
Okay. So what? Okay, what's the evidence that he was mentally nerfed before? I think I get what you're saying now. What's the evidence he was mentally nerfed before?
Well, Saturn's statement.
Yeah, that's circular reasoning, buddy.
No, it's not.
You keep saying okay. So you said Saturn says X, Y, and Z, so therefore X, Y, and Z is true. I'm like, well, X, Y, and Z means this, and then okay. So I'm like, why does this? Okay, so why does this take precedent over mine? And you're saying, well, because of Saturn's statement. You're not presenting any new arguments. You're just going circular.
Well, no, okay. Let me explain my argument properly.
All right.
So your argument was to say that because Saturn says that Kizaru can't act anymore, that means he's mentally nerfed right there, right? That is the argument that I was going against. I'm saying what Saturn is saying does not imply that, right? That was my initial argument. So this new argument I'm presenting is saying that Saturn's statement implies something else to what you're saying. That's all.
So say that again.
I'm saying your interpretation of Saturn's statement is wrong, and mine is correct. So
nice argument, buddy. Nice argument. Give it up for this guy. Nice argument, man. I've never seen something so fantastic.
I haven't made the argument. I haven't made the argument yet. I'm just saying it's not circular reasoning.
Oh my god. Okay, so make the argument. Make the argument. What's the argument for why he was mentioned it previously, even though that's not what anymore means?
All right. So Saturn's use of anymore implies that Kizaru has reached a stage. He's reached a stage, right?
Yeah. Well, do you think? Okay, so let's say the stage is being mental nerfed, right? And he finally reached it. Then that means previously, before he reached the stage, he wasn't mental nerfed.
The stage is not being mentally nerfed.
Okay, then what's the stage?
The stage is he's nerfed to the point where he cannot act on his orders.
Is that not the same in this context? If he was mental nerfed, he can't act on his orders anymore. That's what we do. Okay, so then what would be a mental nerf in this case?
No, mentally nerfed doesn't have to mean he can't act on his orders. It just means that he has a reluctance to act on the orders. But now he's reached a stage where he can't like even do what he was doing before, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so he can't do what he was doing before. So let's say right now, if Kizaru were to box with Luffy, he'd lose quicker than he did this time. The first time, I should say. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that right now he would have like a lot more reluctance to do what he was doing against Luffy.
Yeah, what he was gonna do was kill Vegapunk. So if he, all right. So if he's reluctant to kill Vegapunk, what do you think that implies in a fight with Luffy? If his goal is to kill Vegapunk, but he's reluctant to do it, and he's fighting Luffy, what do you think that implies?
No, but Saturn is not mentioning just killing Vegapunk. He's mentioning like just what Kizaru was doing generally.
Yeah, want to know what Kizaru did when he popped on the island? Try to kill Vegapunk and fight Luffy. So generally doesn't help you. Like, address the argument, please.
And address what?
Oh my god. Okay, so you said, well, being reluctant wouldn't be a mental nerf, even though it would in this case, because if he was reluctant to kill Vegapunk, then that would mean he'd be holding back against Luffy. Because he'd be holding back against Luffy, so he doesn't overcome Luffy and get to Vegapunk, or at least try to escape to Vegapunk or some shit.
Yeah, I said that Saturn's statement is general. Could you repeat?
Like, yeah, but you said, yeah, but what does general mean in this case? General means
as in what
the goal. Hold on. General means one. Right. General means one. The goal to assassinate Vegapunk, and the other thing he also did on Egghead was fight Luffy. So you trying to be vague and like skirt around the argument by saying in general isn't helping you. He only did two things. So again, I'm gonna ask you to address the argument, or we can move on.
Exactly. That is what I mean. What all those things he was doing before.
Okay, yeah. So if he can't do that anymore, then that means that if he can't do what he was doing before, which is fighting Luffy and kill Vegapunk, then he'd be mental nerfed. The fuck? And again, Saturn's statement says, "Oh yeah, you can't do this anymore," implying he could do it before, and therefore he wasn't mental nerfed back then.
Well, no, because anymore means that he can't do it now. Like.
Exactly, but he could do it before. Is that not what I said?
Yeah, he could do it before. He can't do it now.
Okay, so you can see my
no.
You just said what I just... Oh my god, you just conceded to me. I was saying he could do it before, right? Meaning he wasn't mental nerfed back then, which is what the argument originally started off of. And you just said, yeah, he could do it before. You just conceded to my argument. The fuck?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so then what? So what do you mean by? No, I'm not even going to ask that question, bro. Let's just end the debate. You clearly conceded.
I did not concede. Did you not hear what I said,
bro? Okay, so if you're debating someone, right, and I say my argument is X, Y, and Z, and your argument is A, B, and C, and then later on in the debate, what I'm saying is my argument is X, Y, and Z, and that means you agree with my argument. That's a concession.
But what you said was not what I said.
Okay, so what did I say? What did I say that was different from yours?
Okay, so I said he was mentally enough to begin with, and he reached a stage, his mental enough reached a stage where he couldn't act anymore, right? You're saying
now you're just switching up what you're saying. Now you're just switching up what you're saying.
That's what I said from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what you said from the beginning, but what I was just telling you right now about you conceding is not what you just said as you were explaining to me your argument.
Oh, well,
I'm going to ask you one last time. I'm going to ask you...
You interrupted me and didn't hear what I said.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna, even though that clearly, even if I did interrupt you, I clearly heard what you said. You said, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was saying. And what I was saying is the opposite of what you're saying right now. So you're switching up the arguments. So I'm gonna ask you, if you really believe I misinterpreted your argument, we can just, I don't know, leave it up to VC judge, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure you conceded. You fine with that?
Okay, no, that's fine.
All right, good debate.
Wait, what did you say?